everybody, I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com and welcome to my detailed breakdown and install of the MBRP XP Series dual split side exit configuration available for your 2015 and newer 5-liter powered F-150. This is Exhaust Review 101, guys, so as such, expect my breakdown of the sound profile here with the XP Series for your Coyote-powered F-150. I'll briefly touch on the materials and construction before getting into a general overview of the installation process. And on the surface, there might be some cutting needed here depending on your cabin bed size or basically your wheelbase, so expect that going into things, but nevertheless, I'm still giving this one a strong 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter with some more detail later on. So you should be checking out the MBRP that we have in this video for your Coyote powered truck. If you're after that dual split side exit configuration, you want a good amount of tone from that 5-liter heater, and last but not least, you prefer to keep things relatively affordable. I say that because at the time of this video, the XP system that we do have here is going to be your most affordable full stainless steel dual side exit configuration catback here at American Muscle. Now, before I get into the construction and materials with this system, let's really hammer down on the exhaust tone or the volume level with the XP system, and I really have no complaints. This thing delivered plenty of bark when you're on the pedal from the outside and was still pretty quiet on the outside when you're cruising around. However, the same can't be said for the inside experience. You're definitely hearing this system when cruising around town, a little bit of drone between the 1,000 to 2,000 RPM range. However, Coyote owners out there probably enjoy hearing their engine while cruising, so this probably isn't the end of the world. But nevertheless, I wouldn't be doing my job if I did not point this out. Breaking out my wake to neighbor scale, I have this system coming in at a pretty strong 3 out of 5 on my 1 to 5 or 1 to wake to neighbor scale. Definitely a fitting system for a big V8 powered truck. Now, with the sound pretty much covered up, I love to give my little blurb about MBRP because honestly, I do really enjoy how they approach the exhaust world for any one application. What I mean by that is they give you, the prospective buyer, plenty of options. Different configurations from the dual split side exit, dual split rear exit, single side exit, things like that. Different materials, different finishes. Basically, they have something for every truck owner out there. It's really just gonna boil down to what you want the system to look like and how much dough you wanna spend. And speaking of dough, you typically don't have to spend a lot of it to get into one of MBRP's systems. In fact, even their full stainless steel stuff is still considerably less than some other stainless options on the site. Case in point, XP system here, 409 grade stainless steel, you're looking at the mid $500 price point, again making it the most affordable currently of its kind here at AM. So we talked about this system being made from 409 grade stainless steel, but what else can you expect with the XP system? Well, as far as diameter, you're looking at 3-inch primary piping here leading through the resonator. Does enter the straight through by design single bullet muffler before kicking down into the 2.5-inch tubing. All of this stuff is mandrel bent, guys, and it does exit out the 3.5-inch tips, dual tips of course, behind those rear tires, giving you that dual split side exit configuration. Now, before I touch on the installation, I do want to hammer home one point about that 409 grade stainless steel. Yes, MBRP is giving you their limited lifetime warranty with this system. However, there will be better materials when it comes to kind of preventing corrosion on your truck. Now, if you see a little bit of road salt or really no road salt whatsoever during the winter months, this shouldn't be a concern for you and the 409 will be great. Hell, you can even spend less money and go with their installer series, which is made from aluminized steel. Very affordable, just really not that good when it comes time to reducing corrosion. On the flip side, guys, if your truck sees a lot of road salt or basically a lot of salt in general, maybe you live close to the ocean, I might suggest checking out their Pro Series instead. It does utilize full 304 grade stainless steel. It's gonna be a little bit more money, but basically it should last you the life of your truck. But as promised, let's get into our general overview of the installation process. No, this isn't a step-by-step video. MBRP already does that for me with their detailed instructions that you will be receiving with the XP system. However, what you can expect is a strong 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, maybe an hour or two from start to finish depending on your setup and your expertise. As I did point out earlier, MBRP designs their systems to fit a wide variety of trucks, or basically wheelbase trucks. So as such, you might have to do a little trimming, basically one cut using a Sawzall and a fresh metal blade. Really not difficult, and MBRP does lay out very clearly if and where you need to cut. So just pay attention to that first before getting started, because that will affect your installation. Once you have everything figured out, you made your cut, if needed, you can get to work installing everything, but obviously that factory catback needs to get out of the way first. This can be done using your basic socket set. Just be careful when you unbolt that thing and slide it off the hangers for the first time, as it is all one piece. It can be a little big and bulky to move around by yourself. With that out of the way, you can get to work installing the new XP system here. You can be doing this in reverse order, of course. I always recommend starting from front to back of your truck. Just makes the install that much easier in my opinion. Another big pointer here, guys, get everything kind of hanging in place first before your final tighten up. That way you know your exhaust tips will be nice and square, nice and even for you, and you should be good to go. Wrapping things up here with the XP series system from MBRP, I think it's going to be a big home run with a lot of 5-liter truck owners out there for 2 big reasons. First and foremost, this thing sounds awesome despite the small amount of drone. Secondly, that 409 grade stainless steel, while not the absolute best material in the exhaust world, is a great balance of both affordability and quality. So guys, there you have it. That is my review of the XP system, featuring that dual split side exit configuration, and you can pick one up for your rig right here at AmericanMuscle.com.